Welcome back, everybody, to WagerTalk TV, home of the best sports betting channel on YouTube today. And folks, I have two NFL preseason winners. I have the analysis on both games that shows you how I go about the NFL preseason handicapping as opposed to the regular season. Why should you pay attention? Well, if you paid attention on the video I did earlier this week on two Thursday NFL preseason games, you would have learned something, number one, and you would have went 2-0. Number two is I had the Detroit Lions +7. They got inside the number in a 16-14 loss to Cincinnati. And then also I had the Arizona Cardinals +2.5, and they easily handled the Las Vegas Raiders 27-14. Today I'm going to be covering the Rams at the Chiefs at 4 o'clock Eastern on Saturday the 15th. And also on Saturday the 15th, the Dallas Cowboys at the Seattle Seahawks, 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday evening. All right, so before we get to that, real quickly, folks, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please take a second to do so. It's absolutely free, and you'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here at WagerTalk TV. Hit that subscribe button, and after you do that, folks, don't miss an episode on any of our shows on WagerTalk TV and solo videos like this one, simply by hitting that alert notification bell for WagerTalk TV. Also, folks, be kind enough to give today's video a like. It goes a long way in showing a small token of appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put into bringing you a quality free pick video each and every time. It keeps the people over at WagerTalk TV happy with me. I'm certainly trying to make you happy every day. I do that more times than I don't. And also, folks, hit that like button. It's a small token of appreciation, again, from myself to you. All right. And also let us know who you like. If you like anything on Saturday's NFL preseason card, leave your comment or comments, picks in the comment section. All right. So the Rams at the Chiefs, 4 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. Right now, as we speak, the Kansas City Chiefs are a 1.5-point home favorite. And the total in this game is 36.5. The Kansas City Chiefs, the last two preseasons under current head coach Andy Reid, 0-6 straight up and 0-5-1 against the spread. And you know, they again, you'll notice a common theme for me when I analyze these NFL preseason games is how head coaches, specific head coaches, do in preseason play, because there are head coaches out there that put a lot more emphasis on winning. And then there's also head coaches out there that really use that period of time to evaluate talent and game situations, and their record usually indicates that as well. So it's a foundational starting point for me when it comes to NFL preseason handicapping, as well as quarterback rotations and player rotations. And speaking of quarterback rotations, Patrick Mahomes will not participate in this game today. And, so keep that in mind. And since Andy Reid has taken over as head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs in 2013, they're just 4-8 straight up and 3-8-1 against the spread in preseason openers. He also, over the last 3 years, in their first preseason home games, the Chiefs have gone 0-3 straight up and 0-2-1 against the spread, all with Andy Reid as their head coach. The Rams will also play primarily backups in this game and evaluate what they have in terms of depth players. And that includes the quarterback position, where we're looking at Matthew Stafford. All indications are he won't play. And there's a question mark in terms of whether Stetson Bennett, their backup quarterback, will play. He's been nursing a back injury, and by all accounts, he's scheduled to see extensive action in their next preseason game. So there's a possibility that first-round draft choice Ty Simpson out of Alabama will be their starting quarterback throughout this contest, if not for a majority of this contest. So he certainly got a lot to prove, as the Rams took a lot of criticism for this pick, first-round pick with Ty Simpson. Not so much they took Ty Simpson, but spending a first-round draft choice on him when you already have a quarterback like Matthew Stafford. But, folks, Matthew Stafford's getting up there in age. So they have their McVay's not stupid. He needs a plan B. The Rams have gone 6-0 against the spread over the last 2 preseasons. That includes winning 4 of those 6 games straight up. There are only 2 straight up losses in that sequence, came by exactly 2 points on each occasion. I'm going to take the Rams here, plus 1.5 over the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday, August the 15th. And keep in mind, folks, I'm recording 24 hours in advance. So depending on when you view this video, these lines in both games may change. So keep that in mind. The Dallas Cowboys at the Seattle Seahawks, 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. I'm going to look at the total in this game, which is 39.5. I'm going to start with the backup quarterbacks for both teams because a majority of the instances throughout the NFL preseasons, 75 to 80% of NFL preseason games are the backup quarterbacks are participating throughout. So in this particular instance, I see a similar scenario. I mean, Dak Prescott, the starter for the Dallas Cowboys, and Sam Darnold for the Seattle Seahawks. And I don't see either one of these teams or coaching staffs risking playing either of these quarterbacks. Now, looking at the backup quarterbacks for both teams, Seattle has Drew Lock as their number 2 quarterback, and he has a lot of starting experience in the NFL. And then the third-string quarterback is Jalen Milroe. And Milroe's, I believe, in his second year, draft choice out of Alabama, had a stellar career for the Crimson Tide. And again, he's one of those smallish type quarterbacks. And the reason why draft experts weren't real high on him was the fact that his height. And he's got, usually when that happens with quarterbacks that have a stellar college football career and the question mark comes into play as their height, they have a chip on their shoulder. And I see Jalen Milroe having exactly that. I like him to perform well in this contest when given the opportunity. Dallas goes with second-string quarterback Joe Milton III out of Tennessee and veteran Sam Howell, who has extensive starting experience as well in the NFL, namely with the Washington Commanders, and Howell against backups in preseason play. I would say it's more than likely he's going to succeed. So I'd like the backup quarterbacks for both teams. Brian Schottenheimer, second year as head coach in Dallas. Last season, the last preseason, the Cowboys went 3-0 over the total, and there was a combined 46.7 points scored per game. And since Mike McDonald took over as head coach in Seattle, the Seahawks have played 3-0 to the over at home. This will be his third year, and 3-0 to the over at home for McDonald in preseason home games. And the Seahawks and their opponents average a combined 55 points per game. So I like this one to be entertaining for an NFL preseason affair and to go over the total of 39.5. So repeating again, for Saturday, August 15th, the LA Rams plus 1.5 over the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Dallas Cowboys and Seattle Seahawks to go over the total of 39.5. Be sure to follow me at X, on X, I should say, or many is still called Twitter, at Ross Benjamin 1. Appreciate a follow there, and you'll get everything that I put out on X, all my daily updates, opinions, videos, etc. So follow me on X. And also, let's see here. What do we want to? Well, here's what we want to do. We want to talk about this next, because this has been a popular item for our clients at WagerTalk.com. Seeing plenty of sales here, and for good reason. And if you haven't purchased this package, you should seriously consider in doing so. If you want to make money this football season, we have a combination package, football combination package. Myself and fellow handicapper Ben Burns, two very experienced handicappers, and ourselves, two guys with a proven track record. As a matter of fact, over the last 3 seasons, with Ben Burns' NFL and my college football, we've made a combined 300.83 units in net profit. Folks, if you're betting $100 a unit, that's a net profit of $30,830. If you're betting $500 a unit, like some of you do, you've made $150,000 plus of net profit. So again, Ben Burns and Ross Benjamin football combination package, $8.99. You'll get all our picks through the Super Bowl and through the national championship game in college football. Until the next time, for Ross the Boss Benjamin and WagerTalk TV, take care and God bless, folks.